Good morning, guys. Okay, so I have a few things to share with you today, so I'm gonna get right to it. So first of all, I am making oatmeal for breakfast this morning. As you can see there, I have it. I simply put some soy milk in my pan. And the reason I like to use soy milk these days is because as you get older, your estrogen levels actually end up decreasing. And you need to increase those estrogen levels to keep your hormones balanced, to keep everything in shape, and to be feeling healthy, and it just helps you age more gracefully. So soy milk, swear by that. It's awesome. So I try to drink a cup every day, and honestly, it does wonders. So definitely consider the soy milk as being a really good option. Love almond milk as well. I like to incorporate that as well, but I'm telling you what, as you get older, soy milk should become a staple in your life. If you ask me. Okay, so I use a soy milk in the bottom of the pan, and then I go ahead and put some oats in there as well. Honestly, I didn't measure. I just kind of like threw it in so where it looked like the oats would soak up enough of the, fill up enough of the milk to make a good body for the oatmeal. And then, so it's probably, honestly, I probably ended up putting maybe 1 to 3 on that. But it's kind of variable depending on what you like and also how you like to eat it. Do you like to eat it thicker, thinner, and how warm or how cool you like to eat it? Because the cooler it is, the thicker it will be because it sets up as it cools down. So anyway, and then I went ahead and threw some honey in there, some good antioxidants, good nutrients and things. And then I'm going to throw a dab of salt in there, some of the pink salt, which is really good for you, give you a little bit of extra pizzazz to your oats, and then also it will help with the sodium because you need healthy sodium to keep everything working right. It's one of those important electrolytes. So anyway, then I keep it stirring, and honestly, I started it probably maybe 8 minutes ago, and it's done now. So I'm just gonna let it sit and cool off a little bit and set up so that I can eat a little bit, hopefully before I go. If not, I'll have to take it with me, which I end up doing a lot. So anyway, I just decided, a lot of times on the weekends, I like to do oatmeal. This morning I felt like I was a little extra hungry, so I wanted to do some oatmeal. A lot of times also I will throw some extra protein in there. So like this right here is one that I got on sale, but it it was not, it's still fresh. Sometimes the protein powders can be fresh and maybe not expired, and you can still use them just if you kind of get with it and use it. Other times you can have little issues, depends on what you're getting. But this one has 30 grams of protein, and this is all plant protein. And this one tastes really, really good. I just have to say, I've been very impressed with it. So sometimes I'll just throw a little bit of this. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for this, just to kind of bump up that protein. Even though the oats do have some protein, I'm just going to bump it up a little bit with this. And especially when it's so good, it's like, it's great to throw that extra bit in there. Protein's important also as you get older because you need protein for your hair because your hair is made up of like amino acids, which are proteins and stuff, and you need to have it, make sure you have that as you grow older, because you know how people have trouble with thinning hair or losing it or whatever. Another thing I wanted to share with you, which was kind of my main reason for this video, is I have this great stuff that I got. This is actually something that my mom gave me for my birthday, and this is so wonderful. I never realized how I would love this so much. So I love chocolate, but I can't eat dark chocolate very much or very often because I guess the caffeine in it is too potent for me, and it just makes me start to get headaches. Even if I eat just like, a chunk every day, it starts to build up, and next thing I know, I'm starting to get headaches. And then if I quit, then the headaches go away. So I have an eyelash in my eye. So anyway, this is really awesome because these are Cacoa bits, all right? And I don't know if you've heard of these or not before, but my mom ordered them online, and I hear you can get them in grocery stores, but I'm not sure about that because it's, it's kind of a little bit more rare, but definitely worth looking into. This is what they look like. They're super, super cute little flakes, and they smell, oh my goodness, it smells so good. Oh, it smells just like chocolate, and it tastes like chocolate too. Now here's what's cool about them, is that these Cacoa nibs have a lot of healthy benefits, even more so than dark chocolate. It has, okay, so It has iron and protein, magnesium, potassium, and fiber, okay? Really, really good for you. And anti-inflammatory properties to help fight against arthritis and the risk of cancer, diabetes, heart disease, things like that. It also has flavonoids. We talked about potassium and stuff, which can help reduce the risk for heart disease. And also it reduces the stress in the cells and lowers the blood pressure. And so this is the reason why it helps with preventing heart disease and stuff. And then also it comes from the cocoa bean, right? And so it is actually helps with the HDL cholesterol, which is your good cholesterol. So it helps the good cholesterol, and it can lower the risk of heart disease. Again, we talk and heart attacks and heart and stroke and things like that. So it's just really, really, really good for your heart, good for preventing, cancer, diabetes, things like that. So it just has a lot of really good effects. I love the anti-inflammatory effects too, especially as I'm dealing with the tennis elbow, which is getting a lot better. Been eating and taking a lot of anti-inflammatory type of herbs and things like that, and been exercising it carefully, and it is getting better. It just takes a long time. I read where it can take anywhere from 6 months to 2 years, and it's probably been more like 5 months now, maybe. And it had been so bad I couldn't even like I'd wake up in the night with it hurting so bad, and if I tried to move it to open my arm, I felt like it was just, it was excruciatingly painful. It was really, really bad. I couldn't lift anything without excruciating pain. You may have been there as well. A lot of people have been there and understand that. So anyway, this is really cool. What I did with this recently, which really turned out really cool, is I took this, I made some tea, which it makes amazing tea. And honestly, I love sweet drinks. And so I took this, made some tea, put the soy milk in there to get that soy boost. Then I added this lovely little gem. This is almond milk, non-dairy creamer. And it's like a very, very sweet, delicious caramel yumminess. Now, if you want to stay away from sugar, I wouldn't recommend it because it does have some cane sugar in it. But I used just a little dab to kind of really sweeten up that drink, and oh my goodness, it was so good. And then I threw some of the monk fruit powder. Let me show that to you real quick again. I'll get that. So just to top it off with a little extra sweetness, this kind of adds a little extra boost to that sweetness, monk fruit sweetener. So good. And so then I made this lovely Starbucky type drink. Of course, I've not really had those drinks at Starbucks because usually like they're with coffee, and I have never drank coffee and I don't. So, but what I can imagine it to taste like, okay? But it's just like so sweet and caramely and just yummy and chocolatey because of all the yummy cocoa nibs. And then I like peppermint with it. So last night I threw a little bit of a peppermint spearmint tea bag with it. The time before when I made it, I put a little bit of peppermint oil in there because I like the mint chocolatey flavor. So anyway, that was very awesome. Then when I was done with that, I ended up with the nibs, which were soft. They look like this. Like that. Which is kind of like a really soft, like soft chocolate flakes kind of. Only not quite as crisp, a little bit more, a little bit softer. And so these were awesome. And what I've done in the past was, with these nibs, is I took them and I blended them up and I added some different ingredients to make a delicious candy. So I threw in there, I threw in a little maple syrup. I threw in, let's see, what else did I put in there? I put in, this is the candy. I put in maple syrup. I thought I wouldn't forget. Hang on, what did I put in there? It was obvious what I would put in there. Maple syrup to sweeten it and something to thicken it. So I use a little bit of coconut oil because then coconut oil, when you chill it, it will like set up kind of like a chocolate bar type of idea. And then, so something to sweeten it, something to thicken it. I didn't add very much, but it turned out really, really good. So let me show you kind of what it's kind of like this, and you have like these little yummy pieces that you could turn into balls if you wanted to, because it's like sticks together real nice. And oh, so good, so good, yum. Oh my, that really hit the spot. Oh yeah. So that tastes like a very yummy, delightful, chocolatey, pepperminty And it doesn't have to be pepperminty, but mine is because I like it that way. Delightful treat, smooth and delicious. Anyway, I had so much to share this morning. I had one more thing. Okay, so this is my health screening I had yesterday. So where I work, I can get a free health screening. So I do that. And my scores, according to the nurse, were A+. A+ and a smiley face. So this vegan diet is amazing. I have good cholesterol for both the HDL and LDL. They tested for the cholesterol ratio, which is good. Triglycerides, which are good. Glucose level was good. Blood pressure was good. BMI was good. And waist circumference was good. Everything here on the list that they checked was good. She had nothing to say except the A+ smiley face. So if you wonder if this stuff is working, it is. And I encourage you to try any or all of it. And if you have questions, concerns, please let me know. And also, I'm going to put this video on my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and like and share with your friends. And then I'm going to start doing the links on Facebook. And so the links will take you to the YouTube channel so you can see all this great, healthy, fun stuff to keep your body healthy and young as long as possible, which is my goal. So anyway, have a great day.